Peoria salutes all the men and women who have given their time, their talents, and sometimes their blood to protect your freedom. Men like Jack Nemiroff and Johnny Giordano and Doug Caravaggio. Some of them hastily pushed into war before they were prepared.
When we finally got into camp at Camp Sutton, North Carolina, they had nothing for us. No uniform, shoes, anything. So we had a drill in the clothes that we wore when we came in. That was for the first 3 weeks. And at the end of 3 weeks, they finally gave us our first piece of uniform, which were shoes.
They took some married guys with us, and they were 35, 38. We couldn't believe it. And we were tickled to death because when we left New York and we went by the Statue of Liberty there, we said, say goodbye. You know, we were joking, kibitzing, and these married guys were serious, you know. And we never thought about, you know, getting in the middle of the battles or anything.
As we were sailing up the bay, I sneaked up on deck and sat and looked at, as we went by the Statue of Liberty. And I looked and I had tears in my eyes and I said, well, hopefully one day maybe I'll come back to see you again.
Many crossed the ocean on converted luxury liners. Some jammed in with 20,000 other GIs, all worried about the dreaded German U-boats.
It had a top speed of 37 to 38 knots. The submarine pack could do, the best they could do, the submarines, U-boats, could do with 9 knots underwater and 12 knots on the surface.
Jack, Doug, and Gio, and others are watching their fellow combat survivors disappear at the rate of 1,000 a day. Their stories, often untold, going with them. They remember what they did and what it cost.
So the 16 million of us were nothing but civilians in uniform. We represented our country. And we went in, we knew that we had to protect our country.
We got an education for one thing. We went in as young boys, but we come out educated as a man.
And that happened to many of the fellows, even if they weren't officers, down in the ranks. They grew up. They came in as kids and they became men. And it was a tough way to do it, but it helped all of us in that respect. We weren't trained to hate and kill. We didn't have that thrown at us at all. All we knew was we had to go in and do a job. They gave us a uniform, they gave us a weapon, go in and do the job. That was it. There's no possible way we can train anybody on how to get off a landing craft, plow through the water, and get up on the shore. No possible way. All you can do is say, we're going.
Do you have something to share about your service in uniform? The name of the conflict doesn't matter, but your stories do. Call us at this number and stay with us for more military moments throughout the day on Peoria 11.